Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time, okay? I certainly hope you're not here to waste mine. So I'm gonna keep this short.
Helen, we're both in sales. Let me tell you why I suck as a salesman.
Most valuable commodity I know of is information. Wouldn't you agree?
Coffee's for closers only.
Well, hello there, friend. Welcome back to the Behind Your Back podcast with me, Bradley Hartman, founder and CEO of the Behind Your Back Sales Company. In this podcast, we talk about leadership, personal productivity, time management, and the craft of selling in this construction industry. Now, today's episode is the second here in part of our launch sequence as we sell out the remaining 50 seats or so to our sales fundamentals workshop taking place 18th through the 20th in 2022 in Fort Worth, Texas. If you missed the last podcast, you should go listen to that. That is where we talk about why we need to let our prospects and customers suffer a little bit and the 7 most important questions that we need to ask. And we need to find those answers to quantify pain and maximize your profitable solution for them. There is a download for that, so you can download it and use it immediately at behindyourbacksales.com/tools. It's 100% free. And our goal here is to share a little bit more about our sales fundamentals workshop, what happens before, during, and after, and then share some of the content to see if it's relevant to you, to see if it's helpful for you. Because at the end of the day, we're in sales. And what are we looking for? No, not money. We're looking for fit. Right? We're looking for a fit. And if you are thinking, hey, you know what? Next year would be fun to do some sales training, to be in Fort Worth, to have a real experience where the full payment includes food, it includes beverage, it includes entertainment, it includes hotel, it includes all of that. We have really curated an experience, and we're going to have 75 of the most talented sales professionals from across the country that are going to be owners, they're going to be VPs of sales, they're going to be individual contributors, they're going to be inside sales, and they're going to be at the manufacturer, distributor, and dealer level. We're bringing everyone together, and this is going to be our 3rd annual. Everyone has sold out, and everyone has been an absolute blast. That is our commitment to you. So what happens? Well, before the program even starts, as soon as you sign up, we send you content immediately. You're going to be part of our book club where we send a quarterly book directly to your home. You're going to go through and get our 360-degree sales assessment. Then when we're together, we're going to spend 2 amazing days together. Everything's included. We have videographers there so you can see what you look like on camera selling. We're going to have a photographer there upgrading your LinkedIn photo. And obviously we are bringing our absolute best content to help you on these 4 key areas: goal setting, pipeline valuation and visualization, prospecting, and time management. And we're bringing you tools and concepts that you can implement immediately. Now, how do we know if you're going to implement them? Real easy, because it doesn't stop when you leave. We get together every month for 30 minutes on a Zoom call. We bring everyone together from across the country, and we have our monthly MAC. It's actually a monthly accountability call where we implement what we've learned. What do we learn? Well, I'm going to tell you. Something just like this. And based on feedback we've received, this was one of the most important concepts that we added in year 2 that wasn't in year 1. All right. That's what we're going to talk about here. And it's called the power curve as it applies to sales. So here's what we do know. Not all customers are created equal, right? We know that. We intuitively know that. And yet, most sales professionals, sales managers alike, even sales executives fall into this trap of treating everyone the same. How? Well, we let the customer dictate how much time, attention, and focus we give to them. We wake up in the morning and whoever calls, whoever emails, whoever stops by the store, that's what we do. We give them our time and attention, and we let them drive our business. And that's what we cannot allow them to do. Why? Because not all customers are created equal. In fact, the most customers who are the least profitable demand the most time, demand the most attention, send in the most returns, pay late. We know this. We have to take control. So how do we do that? Well, we start with the 80-20 rule. And the 80-20 rule that says 80% of the results come from 20% of the inputs. So if we were to map out all your accounts, whether you're in an organization or you're an individual sales contributor and say you've got, 75, which is way too many, but that's a different conversation. Say you got 75 accounts and we were to map these out. What the 80-20 rule would say is 80% of the results are coming from 20% of the accounts. Okay? So 80% of the profits are coming from 20% of the accounts. 80% of the revenue coming from 20% of the accounts. 80% of the problems and annoyances and frustrations coming from 20% of the accounts. Yet here's the funny thing. The 80-20 rule doesn't go far enough. We need to apply the power curve to your accounts to truly understand what's happening. So what's a power curve? Well, if you Google it, you're not going to be all that impressed. It looks like a graph that's really high on one end and really low on the other. So picture the y-axis, that's the one that goes up and down, right? And then you have the x-axis along the bottom that goes side to side, okay? You got a normal graph. Well, on the left-hand side, it goes really, really high and it's really steep, and then it falls down very sharply as it extends to the right. You're going to look at this and you're like, oh yeah, whatever, it's a normal curve. My friends, when applied to sales, it's a power curve. And here's why. If you chart all the accounts in that way, based on sales volume on the y-axis and number of different accounts on the x going across side to side, you are going to see that your top 1, 2, maybe 3, sometimes 4, those represent almost more than 80 and sometimes 85%. You extend out a little further, you get to 7, 8, 9, and you're going to see those 9 accounts, it's not 80%. It's not anywhere close to that. It's almost 95%. And I've learned 2 things. Most salespeople cannot correctly identify in any given year who their top 10 accounts are in order. In fact, they struggle to identify their top 5. Go ahead and do this with someone on your team immediately. See if they can identify their top 5 in order. Then have them break out the actual revenues and the percentages between those two. Now, why is this? It seems tedious. Why am I giving math trivia to sales professionals? Because most people do not know where their money's coming from. Furthermore, if you track their time and their time management, where their attention and focus and capital is going, it is not towards their most profitable accounts. We're spending time babysitting and over-servicing customers that aren't remotely close to our best customers, and we don't even know it. So we must apply the power curve to this. And I've done this with companies that are doing $400 million. And I've done this with sales guys that have 33 accounts. The same shape takes place, and it's called the power curve, and it's incredibly powerful. And we all need to know this. That's why we run it for our business every single week, because I want to know when there's a slight change. I want to know when cash arrives and hits the bank and one slides on top of another one. I want to know it, because I can't be asleep at the wheel. Furthermore, there's a special time of the year as we think about gratitude and we think about thankfulness and we go into Thanksgiving and we go into Christmas, where we say to our customers, I appreciate you, my friend. Number one, why do we all wait to the same time to send gifts across? You either got to go early or you got to go late, dude. It's got to be unexpected. Otherwise, all that stuff's showing up at the same time. Anyway, that's a different conversation. However, and we think about the gifts that we are going to give as gratitude and being thankful for these customers of ours, do we ever consider that one is literally 10 times more valuable to us in our organization than the 10th? Are we adjusting? Way too many people are just saying, oh, let's just go and get some knockoff Yeti mugs and send them to everybody and check the box. Why wouldn't they be thankful? What are they, ungrateful? All right. No, be thoughtful. So apply the power curve to your accounts and then work backwards to think about the gifts you should give each one. If you're giving one gift to everyone because they're the same, we're missing the importance of the power curve here. So apply it now. You can go to BehindYourBackSales.com and download a template, just like you could for the 7 questions to quantify pain from the last episode. BehindYourBackSales.com/tools and download the power curve template and use it today. So now, of course, I could continue to run my mouth and tell you about how great our sales fundamentals workshop is, but instead, I'm going to use another sales tool that more people should use. I'm going to let someone else share my story, and here it is.
My name is Jeremiah Hirschberger with Keeling Fencing and Railing, based out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And my role on a product team is not directly related to sales, so the value that I pulled from this is not necessarily sales specific, but in reality, the tools that Bradley was reviewing helped me to identify what's the value that our product provides, and then helping to connect that for our sales team to enable them to be successful in the field.
All right, so that's all we've got for today. Hopefully you've got some value in this, the power curve. If you are unfamiliar with it, go to behindyourbacksales.com/tools, download it and use it immediately. This is always important, but especially at the end of the year when we're evaluating the year that was and planning for the next year in 2022, so critical. So embrace the power curve, apply it to your accounts, your revenue, and your profitability. The offer that is coming, you're going to see when this offer is over, the price is going to go up $200. We're also including a copy of the new workbook that we are not selling anywhere with my co-author, Carl Moyer of Par Lumber. It's called Yes, Fear Works, but there's a better way. I'm including a copy of that. Again, you can't buy it anywhere. And your very own, You Are Owed Nothing. Deliver Value First hat. That's right. Very valuable, very scarce. You also cannot buy this anywhere. It's a Richardson 112 fit. It fits like a dream, my friend, and this is the only place you can get it. So the price is going up $200. You get the hat and you get the Yes Fear Works workbook to apply with your team. So that's it. That's the offer. That is coming soon. But we have one more video where we're talking about one of my most favorite subjects. It's called negotiation. And why do I love it so much? Because I got trained up a ton when I was at Pulte Homes and I had a lot of success negotiating well. I continue to do that today. And so many people on this side of the desk, on the sales side, have never been trained. They don't know the fundamentals of negotiation. And we're going to go over my top 4 rules of negotiation in this next episode coming early next week. And again, we have video series that correspond with these as well. So if you're interested, you can find these on YouTube. You can also email me directly at bradley@behindyourbacksales.com. I can email you the videos as well. This is the free content. If you like it and you think you want to come in Fort Worth in April, great. If not, take the content, apply it to your team. You, my friend, you don't owe me anything. And that's how we're going to close out with our leadership mantra. You, my friend, you are owed nothing. Neither am I. Deliver value first. Thanks for listening.